Hello, somebody. This week, we are in week 5 and it's about salvation. And, as I go through this, I'm looking like, we are free. Most High gave us this freedom, and it is on us to do our part. Being creative, helping others, sharing stories, being your authentic self, freedom. My personal salvation, a couple years ago, I decided I'm no longer doing survival mode. I'm no longer living this life anymore, and I'm going to learn how to slow the mother flesh and fletch down. I'm going to sit down. I decided to take a break from my entrepreneurship, my business, get a job, live the soft girl life, because that's a soft girl life for me. Having a 9 to 5, like just chilling, because when you have an entrepreneur mindset, honey, baby, your work ethic is just different. When you have a job, it's just so easy. So I got into property management, really good at it, became really good at it. And I'm mostly focused on healing, allowing myself to rest, allowing myself to feel, to let that little girl out and deal with the suppressed things that was sitting there in the dark. I said, you know what? It's time to allow her to be seen. I had my goddess time, did my devotion time, joined Metamorphosis. This was really amazing. I can't even really explain that 12-week program I did. I had some coaches help me lay out my goddess time program. I joined Secret Hustle Group, really love them, and they helped me build my foundation for my products. And so for the past 2-3 years, I've been just working underground, working on myself internally and the back end of really building that foundation in a business, right? The work that Most High wants me to do. But the first thing I really needed to do was work on myself and allow myself to fully be seen. And that's that little girl that feels misunderstood. That little girl that if she makes certain decisions in her life that people don't agree with, people are going to leave. They're going to be mad. I'm bad. For that little girl that feels like, hey, this feels good. I want to do this. This is what I want to do. And someone looking at it like, for me, actually making big decisions for myself, need to ask for permission. The only thing I need to do is ask above, hey, but to live your authentic self, I chose to work on myself. I chose to have devotion time. I chose to go in the deep, dark, scary places. I chose to stare at being misunderstood in the eyes. I chose to hold that little girl and hug her and let her have her tantrum and cry. I chose to do somatic work. I chose to do the meditation. I chose to do the breath work. I chose to have the spiritual baths. I chose to have my journaling. I chose to have people and community around me to help me through it that are walking and talking in that. And I am so thankful to have done the work. I did deep trauma line work, right? We have full freedom. The person that is trapping me is me. So I decided to do the work. I decided to do the internal work inside and deal with the trauma, deal with the imprints. Look at that little girl inside me and say, hey, come on out. You have my undivided attention. You feel misunderstood? Come on out. Let me hear it. That feeling misunderstood is so deep within those wounds. I was always punished, grounded, spankings. I went through some serious schmidt with family, homelessness, just not even almost getting hit by an Astro van, having a hatchet picked up on me, crazy things that have happened. And I had to look at that little girl and allow her to feel these emotions that I might have not allowed myself to feel completely because I had to be so strong, right? These things are slowing me down. Being defensive because I feel so misunderstood. Making a decision for myself and someone not liking that decision and me over explaining why I made that decision. Why do I need to over explain? Seeking validation from certain people, right? Because I wanted that validation from my mama. I wanted that validation from my daddy, right? There were so many things that was just slowing me down and blocking me. And taking this time, these past couple of years, to look at myself and say, hey, you are worth it. You are worthy. Most High says you're worthy. Okay? And it's so beautiful to have been able to do that, to have taken the time needed, and to continue to have devotion time, to continue to have my goddess time, and to continue to share my story as I open up and share more and help other people and be creative. And most importantly, be my mother flipping authentic mother flipping self and give two mother flipping about it. Okay. So, all I have to say, this right here, I'm thankful to have this and to reflect and keep it moving. I'm going to break this into smaller pieces because I know this might hit in different parts.